Alrighty, we continue our adventure here in Japan. Now, I have been Gashapon hunting. Now, if you don't know what Gashapons are, they are those little vending machines that disperse these little balls of mystery figures. Now, you know what you're getting when you put your money into the gachi, but you don't know what you're going to get out of it. So you're hoping to collect them all, kind of like Pokemon. So when I was arriving, there was a set of Destroy All Monster gachis that were released about 2 or 3 months ago. I was hoping against hope to find them. Now, we went to the Bandai cross store at Sunshine City. That was my main hope. I saw them on display, but they were no longer available. But I found them at the most innocuous place I could ever find them, Disneyland. Now, I'm going to smash cut to when I was back in Tokyo, finding these things near my hotel, and I'm going to let past Chris play this out before we cut back to now. So I'm at this gachi place in Disneyland, and finally found the gachis that have eluded me, so about to see what I can get. Jeremy, how many does that say in there?
500. 500 won.
500. Alright. Let's see what we get. Okay, 5. So what we get? Godzilla, Rodan, Baragon, or Gorosaurus. Let's find out. Okay. Moment of truth. And we got Gorosaurus. Nope, wait, did we get Godzilla? Nope, we got Gorosaurus. Awesome. Let's try one more. Okay. Round 2, got 500 yen. Let's see who we get. So I think that's Godzilla. Looks like we got Godzilla. We open them up. Alright guys, we are now a day removed from the previous footage you just saw. As well, when I found these gashis, I was getting ready to head down to Osaka. I'm currently in Osaka, and I have the 4 gashis I got out of the Godzilla vending machine, which was a big deal. I've been looking for these guys. I was at the Bandai cross store earlier in the week, and they had them on display, but they said they were gone. So, the thing I did notice in when I looked back at the footage was that there was a tag on the Gashapon that had a date that said 11/15. So I believe these were getting ready to be pulled. So I found them at the right time. So amongst some of the things I was looking for while I was out here were these Destroy All Monster gashis. So I got 4. I know for a fact we got Gorosaurus in one. I'm pretty sure we got Godzilla, but we're gonna open the others, we're gonna assemble them, and we're gonna check out the actual figures themselves, because these are high-grade figures in Gashapon styles. They were 500 yen a piece, so they weren't cheap. So I spent 2,000 yen on all 4 of these. So let's get cracking and see what we got inside these magical little eggs. So this was the first one, I'm pretty sure. So let's crack him open. Let's see what's on the inside. Okay. There, and as you can tell, yeah, it's Gorosaurus. So let's get this guy assembled. The thing I love about how Bandai does some of these gashis, to try to get this off, is that you don't need to cut the bag. I found they are just sealed up. The other thing is, Ah, you saw me try to. Oh, look at that. Better lighting. So anyway, so there you go. These are all of his pieces. So just dump them out like so. Okay, throw that away. And there is everything. So the body comes like this, arms are already attached. There's the leg, so let's get him together. Okay, so I mind even doing this through the camera lens. So 1. And 2. Yep, see? I already did that. There we go. Get him in there, like so. Okay, so the tail is in 2 pieces. Get that lined up. Plug in. Yeah, a little humor. There we go. And then finally, we form the head. And voila. And Gorosaurus, an actually very cool Gorosaurus figure. So with these being high grade, these have a better sculpt quality to them. The texture is actually very nice. So this guy stands about 3.5, 4 inches, as you can see there. Now I have my camera pivoted at a weird angle because otherwise you're just gonna see that. And I don't think you really want to see that. So here's Gorosaurus. So there's one Gachi. I dig him a lot. I'm a big fan of Gorosaurus. It's good to see this guy getting some love. He's just a big mean T-Rex. All right, let's open the next one. Okay, so I cheated a little bit on this one. You'll have to forgive me. I already took it out of the wrapping because I don't think you guys want to sit here and watch the wrapping again. But this guy is Godzilla. So, take his case there. If you're wondering, this is the pamphlet. Comes with it. There you go. So these are the figures in the line. It is based on Destroy All Monsters. So we know we have Godzilla and Gorosaurus. We'll see if we get Baragon and Rodan next. And on the back, just that nonsense. You either keep these or leave them. I know some people like to keep them. I probably will keep them. All right, so there's the body. Much like Gorosaurus, he must be assembled. So nice thing is these things should go in pretty lock and step. I feel like I'm forming Voltron with these things. Tail in 2 pieces. We'll do it a little different this time. And then put in. Bam. Bam. And now the head. And then bam. There we go. A very mean looking Godzilla 68 sculpt. One of my favorite suits. I do love this suit a lot. It's one of the quintessential Godzilla suits to me. So, if you're hearing my voice is a little low-key, I am exhausted from the last week and a half, and I just traveled from Tokyo to Osaka, which is not a short jaunt. Did take the Shinkansen, but yeah, I'm catching up on sleep and rest. But there you go. This is the high-grade Godzilla. A very cool figure. I'm digging these guys a lot. Like I said, these were on my high list of finding in the wild. Okay, so we are 2 for 2. So let's open the next one. Okay, orange egg. Let's pop this open. There we go. What do we got? It looks like a Dragon Ball, doesn't it? Out of there, and we have Rodan. All right, let's get him open. tired, but enjoying this odyssey that I am on right now in this beautiful country called Japan. Bang! There we go. And man, there's a lot of pieces here. Let's get this paper out of the way. Required on this one. So here's the body. Kind of bummed they didn't paint the spikes, but then again, we are dealing with high-grade figures. So let's get the legs in first. There we go. And there we go. There's the wing in there. Come on. There you go. There you go. Right there. You can really get the idea of the suit. The arms, the legs, how the actor stood in that thing. So they connect like this. Yeah, right. And goes the head. All right, and there we have Rodan, the more derpy Rodan. I think it's safe to say this wasn't the best costume. I'm still a bigger fan of the 55 one where he was much more fierce looking. Waiting for a gotcha that. And they really didn't do a lot of the original Rodan look. But so this guy looks like he's got a little stand to help him. Put him on his footing right here. Help him stand up. There we go. I can get him. Let's see. Yeah, looks like maybe it goes right. Alright, well, he's just gonna. Yeah. I'll screw that in a minute. We got one more. Let's open that up and see. Alright, moment of truth. Did we get the whole set? Who did we get? And we got. Gorosaurus again. Alright, well, 3 for 4 is not bad. That is not bad at all. I'm not going to assemble this guy because you just saw it. But there you go. That's all 4. This, I got a buddy coming in. I'll give it to him. So we'll put him back in his little pod. But there you go. Yeah, so when I got these things, they were double wrapped. Make sure that you really had to earn these things. So again, these were 5,000 yen a piece, which is translated, that's like $5 Japanese. The American exchange right now makes them much more affordable. I think they came up to like $3.50 or something a piece. So yeah, I tried my best. I didn't want to drop a ton of money and walk around with about 20 of these things. So I went for 4 just to see what I can get. So I am quite happy. Let me see if I can. There we go. I'm quite happy with the 3 I got. I'll get Baragon online, or if I find them at the Godzilla store, hopefully they might have a couple left. I can try and get that out. But there we go. We got Godzilla, Rodan, and Gorosaurus. These are awesome. I love them to death. So this has been adventures in Gashapon hunting. I mean, this is the thing when you come to Japan, the Gashapons are everywhere. They're insane. And part of the reason for them is because Japan uses a lot of coins. So to the American equivalency, so they don't have cents. Everything is yen. See if I can find. So this is 1 yen. This is equivalent to 1 yen. So technically this would be our penny, but since they don't go from cents to dollars, this equals just as much as this. So this would be a penny American in the American parlance. This is a 10-cent piece. So this is 10 yen. These are 100 yens. These are the most common. So these would be dollars. So there's no dollar bill out here. It's all in coins. And this is a 500 yen piece. And they got new ones that are out and about right now. So this would be $5. So just to give you guys an idea, this is the smallest denomination. I think there's one more piece, but for the most part, this is the smallest denomination before you go to the bills. Wait, scratch that for a second. This is the highest denomination before you get to bills, and then after the bills, it's 10,000. There are 20,000 yen bills, but those are a little rare. Those are mainly out of Osaka. And then you have 5,000, and then 10,000, and that's how you work. But when you spend those bills, you end up with a lot of change. These are 50-cent pieces. This is a 5-cent piece. 5 cent, 50 cent. So gachis are mainly used for a lot of people to get rid of some of that loose change they got running around. And they are an industry upon themselves. I have video. Maybe I'll edit into this video of the many various gashi places I have walked through, and they are insane. Some of the department stores have whole floors dedicated to them, and they have everything under the sun. It's mostly Bandai producing all this stuff. Like I said, these are small little things. Japan is, light on room on some places. The room I'm in right now is about the size of a cruise ship room. So smaller is more welcomed than having a lot of big things like we do in America. But there you go. These are the Destroy All Monster high grade Bandai gachis. I'm so happy I found these in the wild. Like I said, one of the big things I wanted. And there you guys go. And remember, if you like what you see, we do have a show. It's called the Kaiju Kingdom Podcast. You can find us at thekaijukingdompodcast.com. If you don't like to download, you can always stream us on Apple, Spotify, or wherever else you might find better podcasts. We're also on social media. You can follow us while we're on this adventure out here in Japan. We got 2 more weeks of this stuff, and there's a lot more Godzilla stuff coming. Right now we're in Osaka. We are heading to the Godzilla store and the Godzilla Fest, and there will be the zip line and Godzilla Museum later this week. I'll have a ton of video from that. And then we're going to Fukuoka and a bunch of other fun places. And then when we head back to Tokyo, trying to get into the Godzilla the Art exhibit and the brand new image mapping. So we got to see the original one. There's a brand new one debuting before we take off. So stay tuned for that. On that note, that'll do it for this edition of the Koffers. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.